The world is filled with fascinating and mysterious happenings. Throughout history, a lot of weird things have occurred, many without any reasonable explanation. With science able to explain most mysteries with relative ease, it's always noteworthy when an unsolvable mystery presents itself. With so many intriguing cold cases throughout history, the potential list is immense. To make things a little easier, we've narrowed it down to the 5 most mysterious things ever to happen in the world. Let's begin. Number 5. Flight 19. This squadron of 5 planes took off on a routine training run from Fort Lauderdale in 1945. What transpired next has been the object of intense speculation, fueling the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Funnily, most of the strange occurrences happened closer to Florida and the Bahamas than Bermuda. Geography aside, the facts surrounding the disappearance of Flight 19 are certainly mysterious. After a period during which the planes lost radio contact, the pilots reported that their compasses had failed and that they were hopelessly lost. After sporadic contact, they then disappeared completely. No trace was ever found of the planes or pilots. The area is no stranger to weird occurrences, with many planes and boats simply vanishing over the years. Number 4. Jim Thompson. Instrumental in kickstarting Thailand's failing silk economy, Jim Thompson was seen by many as a living legend. An intelligent, friendly, and engaging man, Jim was known worldwide and revered in his community. It's unsurprising then that his sudden disappearance in 1967 made headlines around the world and sparked intense discussion about what possibly could have happened to him. Telling friends he was going for a walk, he was seen throughout the day before vanishing without a trace. Search parties were mounted and continued for weeks with no sign of Jim. Much speculation has arisen, with some even claiming that Jim was a spy who had simply reached the end of his covert mission, and many more claiming foul play and even kidnapping. Whatever the outcome, this mystery definitely helped cement the name Jim Thompson in the annals of history. Number 3. BC Beach Feet. For years, beachgoers along the coast of British Columbia, Canada have been treated to a gruesome sight. Severed feet have been washing ashore on an infrequent but somewhat regular basis for the better part of a decade. While the mystery is still one that confuses scientists, with many conflicting theories proposed and rejected, one group thinks they have it solved. Considering the fact that almost all the feet found were still wearing sneakers or hiking boots, it's possible that advancements in shoe technology, specifically with regard to the materials used and durability, allowed the feet to be protected by their shoes. This, in turn, allowed a foot that would usually decay or be eaten by scavengers to remain intact for so long. Interesting theory, but not everyone's convinced. Number 2. Taman Shud. At around 6:30 a.m., a man was found on Somerton Beach, Adelaide. The John Doe had no personal effects except for 2 words torn from the last page in a series of poems titled The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. The words were Taman Shud, which is Persian for finished or ended. After appealing for any information that would help the police follow up on their only clue, the book was miraculously recovered. An as yet untranslatable code along with 2 phone numbers, one local and one unknown, were found imprinted on the book's pages. This encrypted code and sinister scrap of paper have led nowhere, with authorities still being absolutely dumbfounded as to the man's identity. Many theories abound, but it seems that we will never know the actual circumstances surrounding this strange death. Number 1. Roanoke. The sudden mass disappearance of the lost colony of Roanoke back in 1587 remains baffling to this day. It was located on Roanoke Island, which is off the coast of North Carolina. The story has both astounded and stumped everyone who has attempted to solve the mystery. After ensuring everything was in order, the governor made his way back to England for supplies. After being waylaid, he returned to find that all traces of the colony were gone. All that remained were a skeleton and the word Croatoan carved into a tree. It isn't clear whether this was the calling card of a group of angry natives or a cryptic clue left by the settlers. Creepy, huh?